What's going on, Pokey tubers and viewers? We're bringing you the gold card update PSA grading here. I promised you guys an update of what was going on, and I want to kind of give you a little bit of story on how my purchases went. But first things first, here's PSA post. I linked it in the last video when they did post that, basically explaining that the car condition is not being maintained with their holders, receiving damage. They're putting a pause on the grading, and then stay tuned for future updates as they work on the solution. So we don't know how long that's going to be till they resume grading, um, but basically that confirms that the current casing of the cards was damaging the condition of the cards, compromising the condition. Um, just because it says pause doesn't mean they'll ever resume, but I assume eventually they'll figure something out. But over on my purchases side, both PSA 9s that I purchased, both sellers canceled. One marked it shipped, put tracking, then canceled, and the other one canceled. And one actually messaged me and said, these cards are damaged, like PSA said, and here's the damage. So let's take a look at that because I thought that was interesting. It was kind of hard to tell exactly what they were trying to show me, but they're saying here that the front face of the metal card is damaged. I mean, I see like a little flecking here, but I'm not 100% sure. You see that kind of like gold underneath there. It's really hard to tell what they're trying to show me here. And then on the back, similar, saying it damaged the card. It's kind of hard to see through all that. I'm not sure if it's pointing out right here, like an indent or something. But I guess these cards maybe are a little thicker and they're using the standard size slab. I'm not 100% sure. But both of those got canceled. So another interesting thing is there was after everything was basically bought up, all the 9s and 8s and everything, the 10s were the only things left. There were a few on auction. Um, the let's see, a couple 9s here went for 1,500, 1,400, and 1,400, and there was one on auction that went, I think, it went up to about 1,800 for a 9 that night after the video was made. Now, if you look back on the active listings, there are some at like 500, 2 days left, no bids. 700, 510 with the bids on an 8, so that one was kind of already going. So imagine, since they're saying just pausing that, like this one here is a 9, I imagine this buyer might not pay, and we'll see the market settle back between 500 and 600 for the 9. But you never know because how long this is going to take. It's pretty crazy. What's going to be fun to see is when I do get the 8 in that we got for 300, I kind of want to see the slab and look exactly and see if there is damage on the card that would lead you to believe it's not an 8. That's going to be a little bit tougher because H and I already have a little wear or tear compared to the 9s, which I no longer am getting. So yeah, we'll just keep our eye on this. This could be weeks, this could be months. But what I'm expecting to see is people pulling these and wanting to grade them. I think we're going to see more BGS and CGC. Now, if you look at, there were a few Pikachu CGCs and a few Charizards. So here's a 9.5 Gem Mint CGC, and I've not heard anything in terms of complaints about the slab doing any damage to the card here with CGC. So I think that's going to kind of be another market swing here in the meantime for grading, that people are going to want to get these graded, and they're going to send them to CGC as well as BGS. We are seeing PSA open up that regular, what is that, 30 to 60 days, I think, for like $100. And then so I don't know, since they're pausing the grading, I don't know if you send it now, they're just going to send it back to you. It doesn't exactly say that. So like if you send it in, are they just going to hold it and wait? It's something we don't know. I would imagine that anyone that didn't go into grading, they're going to try to send back and not charge you. So if you have them, do not send them in, just because I imagine they're going to send them back at this point. On the Pikachu side, you guys saw how low the pop was in that last video. There were none for sale. Here's a 9 going for 900 with 9 hours left. I'm going to guess this one will also not get paid for buyer's identity private. Like I said, it's really just a risk and speculation at this point, because pausing something assumes you're going to resume something. Here's an 8 with $68 with 3 days left. So there's a bunch more popped up on here. I imagine people want to capitalize on the uptick. All right, well, we'll see what happens in the future, but I will be receiving 1/8, so we'll make a little video when we get the PSA 8. We did not get the 9s, both canceled. So if you guys enjoyed this video, and what are your thoughts? Is PSA gonna eventually fix it and keep resuming? I assume they would, because I gotta get that money. And as always, thank you guys for watching.